Prince George is the eldest son and child of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. He will be 10 on the 22nd of July 2023. According to numerology, though, the 9th year of this little king is a very important year for him. According to numerals, his 9th year and the date of his birth signifies a year of rebirth. Prince George shares his first name with his great-great-grandfather, King George VI. When he was born, congratulatory messages were sent to him from around the world, and that includes a note from the former president of the USA, Barack Obama. What George has already given to the world. One source claimed that Prince George was really starting to shine. They went on to say that he is already showing some outstanding traits of a future king. They summed him up saying, his confidence has grown leaps and bounds over the last couple of years. He is assertive, self-assured, and knows what he wants, and doesn't hold back on speaking his mind. George possesses magnetism, charm, inner authority, clear narration, and wisdom outstanding for his years. This caring, sensitive, and kind little boy knows and understands his destiny and all that will be expected of him. He's certainly coming into his own. He's learning a lot at school. Prince George and his brother and sister, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis, all attend Lambrook School in Windsor. It was chosen, amongst other things, because it is a mere 10-minute journey from Adelaide Cottage, where the family lives. Prince George will learn swimming, golf, astrostuffs, and heaps of other sports there. All foundations in British sporting life. Lambrook School has very impressive grounds with impressive activities that all children that attend there love. Other fantastic activities are beekeeping, scuba diving, mountain hiking, and polo. Not forgetting that animals are kept and raised on the premises for children to learn to love animals and nature. Something his late great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, was very passionate about. He has many other pastimes and loves. Even though his parents like to keep the life of the future heir to the British throne private as he grows up, he is starting to be seen more in the public eye. The world is starting to see just what this young prince is made of. For instance, he simply adores learning about wildlife and nature. He loves the outdoors. He is fascinated by what goes on under the ocean. He is being taught the importance of animal, plant, and ocean conservation. It holds an important place in his heart already. He even got the chance to speak to Sir David Attenborough, a famous conservationist hero. Once, Prince William said of his son that they had to turn a documentary on extinction off because it was too sad for Prince George. He adores animals. He once held a cake sale to raise money for the charity Tusk. The charity's aim is to protect endangered species in Africa. He even helped to design his mum's garden, a woodland-themed play and learn garden. This was for the RHS, the Royal Horticultural Society. The landscaper told Hello magazine that they made stepping stones because Prince George wanted them. Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis helped the Duchess to gather moss, twigs, and leaves to help decorate the RHS back to nature garden. A happy-go-lucky child, he loved dancing at his previous school, but like all kids, George also loves playing on his iPad. When he celebrated the 75th anniversary of the Royal Air Force Air Cadets with his family back in 2016, he was clear that one day he wanted to be a cadet himself. He just wanted to join. He can when he is 12, as the RAF Air Cadets consist of thousands of members aged from 12 to 19. They also have thousands of adult volunteers, and his own dad is an air ambulance pilot. He also adored Fireman Sam and counted it as one of his favorite shows. He took guitar lessons, and his parents wished he could have been present to attend the cultural showcase of acts at the 2020 European Capital of Culture. But moreover, He's already a family man and loves spending time with his parents, brother and sister on their farm. Little George is also quite the artist. He adores copying the photographs and art displayed in Kensington Palace and Anmore Hall. He spends hours drawing and painting. Kate and William have even framed some of his paintings. Some of them were given to Queen Elizabeth as gifts. He and the late Queen shared a special bond, his gangan. Queen Elizabeth and George always shared a special bond, and she would always leave a little gift or something for him in his room when visiting. In September 2022, Prince George honored his great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, at her state funeral. His sister, Charlotte, was also part of the royal family procession. He walked behind the Queen's coffin down the aisle of Westminster Abbey. His parents are over the moon about his role in the coronation. Prince William and his wife, Kate Middleton, have given Prince George their stamp of approval for him to take part in the coronation of his grandfather, King Charles III. This momentous day takes place on the 6th of May 2023. He's got an important role to play. He and a couple of other pages will walk in the procession. They will also carry King Charles's robes into Westminster Abbey on May the 6th. In fact, the little prince's role is going to be quite groundbreaking. After all, he is second in line to the throne, ahead, of course, of Prince Harry. He will carry a small ceremonial sword as well as part of his role as the Page of Honor. And he is making history. He'll be the youngest future king ever to have an official role to play at a coronation. That's what the Telegraph says. There are going to be other pages too. The other pages will be Camilla, King Charles's wife's grandchildren. He had his first royal engagement at a year old. This was when he joined his parents on a 3-week trip to New Zealand and Australia. His royal duties included a meeting with 10 other babies. It was a playdate and was held at the Blandor Room of Government House. Now, 8 years later, he will support his grandfather in a big way at a historical event. There is no doubt that Prince George's role is indeed a profound honor. No doubt he will feel the pressure on his young shoulders as he steps into the public eye. His parents have always tried to ensure that Prince George's life is as normal as possible, and they have done a superb job. But now, at 9, he is becoming responsible for duties that go along with his lineage. Fortunately, his responsible job of carrying the monarch's train won't be up to only him. He will need help with these heavy ceremonial robes. Did you know that each monarch has their own robes of state? Isn't it wonderful indeed that King Charles wants to honor another future king, his grandson, in this way on such an important day for him? Prince George has a big future job one day. Although Prince George is only 9, he is certainly proving to have what it takes to be the future King of England. Right now, he is still a fun-loving kid with a cute, mischievous side. And that's how his parents are bringing him up. They don't want to see him grow up too quickly. They are determined to see that the young prince enjoys as much of a normal childhood as they can possibly give him. And it's paying off. One source said that the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge were taking a modern approach in raising their 3 children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. They have said that the royals are renowned for being stiff upper lip, but they want to move away from that mentality. They believe in open communication with their children, but they have also set boundaries and have rules that are in place. Prince George is the future King of England, and he is in line to the British crown just behind his grandfather, King Charles III, and his father, Prince William. He ranks as the 3rd great-grandchild of the late Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Phillip, and the 1st grandchild to King Charles III and the late Princess Diana. The coronation, in just a few days' time, coincides with a new portrait of their Majesties from Buckingham Palace being unveiled. another historic event. Prince George's parents have striven to teach the young future King of England and his siblings all about the importance of giving back to those in need. There is no doubt that George has all the right ingredients to be a compassionate, understanding, and beloved king one day. But right now, he's only 9, and the world is looking forward to watching this miniature king proudly honoring his grandfather on Coronation Day, beginning his early introductions to his life of service ahead. We wish you a wonderful future, Prince George.